Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly Connect. So in this video we will learn how to send WhatsApp message to signups for sports training membership. So imagine this, you are a sports teacher and you are using Thinkific to create courses and sell your sports courses online. Now let's say a guy called as John has been enrolled to your Thinkific course. So what you really want to do here is, you want to send a WhatsApp message to John. And this WhatsApp message would be something like this. Dear John, you have been enrolled to this particular course. Thank you. So here you have two choices. The first choice is, you can copy the details of John from Thinkific, sort it out, compose a message, and send it manually on WhatsApp. Now this process is very repetitive because you will be enrolling a lot of students to your course. So how about we bring in some automation so that whenever a new enrollment will be made in Thinkific, automatically send a message on WhatsApp. But you probably know this, there is no direct connection between Thinkific and WhatsApp. So in cases like these, we have to bring an integration and automation software called as Pabbly Connect that will integrate Thinkific and WhatsApp. The best part of this process is, a person without any technical background can perform this integration very easily. Now before I show you the steps, how about we begin with a real-time example?
Okay, so as you can see, this is a sports training membership course that I've built on Thinkific. And a person called as John is going to enroll to this particular course. So these are the details of John. Okay, John Tommy. Okay, so that's the first name and the last name. And this is the email address of john56@gmail.com. Excellent. And this is the password that he's filling, and this is his phone number. So the idea is that once John has enrolled to this particular course in Thinkific, we will check whether John Tommy has received a WhatsApp message from me. So let's have a look. Did he really enroll to this particular course? And this is my Thinkific account. And let's have a look into the users. Do we have a John Tommy? Yes, we do have a John Tommy. And let's check, did he enroll? Yes. As you can see, his enrollment status is showing active enrollment. Now let's have a look. Did John Tommy has received a WhatsApp message from me? So imagine this is the WhatsApp profile of John Tommy. Okay, so this is the WhatsApp profile of John Tommy. And let me just refresh this to check whether he has indeed received a WhatsApp message from me. Okay, so as you can see, this is the message that John has received. And let's explore this message. Okay, so hi John, welcome to Neeraj Sports School. We are happy that you have registered with us. If you have any questions about this course, feel free to ask. We are happy to help out. Cheers. And this is the link, and if he's interested, he's just going to click on this link and explore the course. So you must be thinking, how did I do it? How did I manage to send the data from Thinkific to WhatsApp? So basically, this process involved 3 easy steps. And let me just give you a perspective how these 3 easy steps looks like. Okay, so these are the 3 easy steps where you can integrate Thinkific to WhatsApp. I repeat this again, just in 3 easy steps, you are going to send the data from Thinkific to WhatsApp. Now we have the step 1, that is connect Thinkific to Pabbly Connect with help of webhook URL. Now this step is very easy. First of all, you have to log into Pabbly Connect. And after that, you are going to integrate Thinkific and Pabbly Connect with help of webhook URL. Simply put, you are just going to copy the webhook URL from Pabbly Connect and paste it into Thinkific. Now we have the step 2, collect the data from Thinkific in Pabbly Connect. Okay, so basically what we are going to do here is we are going to enroll one more guy in Thinkific. The data of this guy will be available in Pabbly Connect. Now we have the step 3, send the same data to Wati for sending the message from WhatsApp. So we will be using a messaging platform called as Wati to send the WhatsApp message. So you must be thinking, what is Wati? Why are we using Wati? So here's the thing, WhatsApp API is quite limited. It is not publicly available to all. So here we are using a verified WhatsApp business API called as Wati to send the message on WhatsApp. Now that if you are not familiar with Wati, it's totally fine, because in this video I will be explaining whole steps how to integrate Wati to Pabbly Connect. Furthermore, we have an awesome video which is available as a link in the description box where you can just build your own Wati account. We will teach you in detail. Okay, so let's explore these steps. Okay, so to begin the process, in the new tab, just type pabbly.com, 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 press enter. Okay, so this is the website of pabbly.com. All you have to do is just click on sign up for free. Here you can build your own account in just 2 minutes. In my case, I have already built an account. So when I click here, I will be brought to the app section of Pabbly. So this is the app section of Pabbly. Let me just scroll down and here you will find connect. Just click on access now. Okay, so at the top right corner, you will find a button, create workflow. Click this. A dialog box appears in front of you. It is asking you to give a name to this workflow. I'm going to give it as Thinkific to WhatsApp. Of course, you can give any name according to your choice. It's totally on you. And let me just straight away click on create. So when you click on create, you will find two windows, the trigger window as well as the action window. So we want to send the data from triggers, that is Thinkific. So that is why I'm just going to add Thinkific. Thinkific it is. Now in the trigger event, how about we make it as enrollment created, because that's the idea. Whenever a new enrollment is made in Thinkific, we want to receive the data in Pabbly Connect. So basically what we are going to do here is we are just first trying to integrate Thinkific to Pabbly Connect. So these are the steps you have to follow. Now, of course, you have to first log into your Thinkific account. So in my case, I have already logged in. So this is my Thinkific account. And in the second step, from your dashboard, navigate to settings and select code and analytics tab. Okay, so we have to go to the settings part. Okay, so this is my settings part. And then we have to go to code and analytics. We click on code and analytics. After that, let's explore the third step. Using the menus or scrolling to the bottom of the page, navigate to webhooks block and select webhooks button. Okay, so we have to go to webhooks. So this is the webhooks. We click here and just click on webhooks. Okay, that's done. Okay, awesome. Now what's next? Click the new webhook on the top right. Okay, so we have a new webhook to create on the top right. Now, as you can see, I have already created a webhook. Okay, this is the webhook that I was working on. Now, for your consideration, I'm just going to create one more webhook. Okay, so I have clicked on this new webhook button. Okay, so select the enrollment from model dropdown. Okay, so we have to select enrollment from the model dropdown. We have done that. After that, select enrollment created from topic dropdown. Okay, we can also do that. Enrollment created from topic dropdown. Okay, then we have the second last step, paste the above URL in the target URL fields. Now this is the most important part. I'm just going to copy the webhook URL. This is the URL you want. Copy this and you just simply paste it here. That's done. It says it looks good. So what's next? So all you have to do at this point is just click on save. Okay, so where is the button? That is save. We have clicked on save. And we have an active webhook URL. Excellent. So basically, it means that we have an integration between Thinkific as well as Pabbly Connect. And Pabbly Connect is waiting for the data. Awesome. Now, what we're going to do here is I'm just going to create one more enrollment, a dummy enrollment. I'm just going to copy this. And I prefer to open this in a new tab, okay, because a new student will be creating an enrollment. So yeah, so let me just increase the font size. Page size. Okay, so we are going to make one more enrollment. Click enroll for free. Now remember this, I'm working on a Testbox account. That is why we are enrolling for free. So let's enter some details. Once again, we have a guy called as, let's go with this one, Lyjem O'Reilly. Okay, the first name is Lyjem, the last name is O'Reilly. This is the email address, lyjem123word@gmail.com. And let me just enter a phone number. Okay, so this is the phone number that we are interested in. Let me just add the phone number, proper phone number. Okay. Okay. Let me just remove this also. Okay, so let me just add the password. So this is the password that Lyjem O'Reilly is going with. Click on sign up. Okay, so yeah, I think Lyjem O'Reilly has enrolled to the course. So let's have a look whether Pabbly Connect, since it is integrated with Thinkific, has it captured the details of this particular student who has enrolled to the course. Okay, so it is showing it is waiting for the data. Just give it 1 or 2 seconds and the data will arrive eventually. Okay, so as you can see, we have got the data. Now, initially I did mention that the data should arrive in 1 or 2 seconds, but the truth is it actually took around 15 to 30 minutes to receive the data. So this is something problem from Thinkific. They are just giving the data late. But my problem is if you are building this workflow, please expect the data to arrive just maybe 15 or 30 minutes. Just don't panic, just don't get confused. The data will eventually arrive. Okay, so we have the data of the new enrollment, that is Lyjem O'Reilly. Okay, we have the name, email address, and the course that he has joined. But now we want to send a WhatsApp message to Elijah Morelli. But the issue here is, as you can see, we don't have the details of his phone number. Okay, so we don't have the details of the phone number, but we do have the rest of the details. So that's a problem. So what we are going to do here is we have to make sure that we get the detail, that the phone number detail of Elijah Morelli in Pabbly Connect. So this is how you do it. You go to the action window, okay, a very small step, a very easy step. You just once again select the app as Thinkific, okay, Thinkific. Now the process that we are doing is because we don't have the phone number, we want to get the phone number. And all you have to do is just click on search user, okay, simply just click on connect. So we are going with the new connection, just click on connect with Thinkific. Now it is asking for the subdomain. So what's the subdomain? So this is the school, okay, and this is the subdomain. So I'm just going to copy this. So all the characters between HTTPS and dot is your subdomain. I'm just going to copy mine, okay, and after that I'm just going to paste it here. So this is my subdomain, okay. I repeat this again. All the characters between HTTPS / this is the character, and between dot. So this is your subdomain. I have copied it and I'm just going to paste it. I have also pasted it here. Just straight away click on submit. Okay, so it is trying to authorize and the authorization is successful. Now remember, we are going to use email as the source of our search because the action event is search user. So you must be thinking why we are using email as the source of search. The reason is very simple. Emails are always unique. There is no such thing as two same emails. Emails are always unique. So that is why we are going to use email as the source of search. So this is the email and we have mapped the email address. Okay, so this is the same email address that we got from here. And this process of bringing the data from here to here is known as mapping. Okay, so I've just mapped it. We don't have to fill any of this detail. We just want the phone number. So that is why just click on save and send test request. Okay, so let's explore. Do we have the phone number? And yes, we do have the phone number. So this is the phone number. So what's next? So now what we are going to do here is we are going to send a message on this phone number. So we will be sending the message, the WhatsApp message via WATI. So this is something I have explained earlier. WhatsApp has limited APIs, so that is why we are using WATI to send the WhatsApp message. And I will teach you everything from scratch. Okay, so just click on this plus button and we are going to introduce WATI. WATI it is. Okay, now in the action event, how about we make it as send template message? So you must be thinking, why send template message? Well, to explain you that, first of all, let me just connect WATI to Pabbly Connect. So let me just click on connect and let's go with the new connection. Now we have to figure out the API endpoint as well as the access token, and this can be get from our WATI account. So this is my WATI account, okay, and this is basically the dashboard. I know this is something very new to you, but we will be using WATI to send the WhatsApp message. Now, if you're not familiar to use WATI or how to build your WATI account, we have an awesome, excellent video, which is available as a link in the description box. Just go down, just select the link and just explore how you can build your own WATI account. Okay, so now we have to fill the API endpoint as well as the access token. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to click on these three horizontal lines. I'm just going to click here, click on API docs. So this is my access token and this is my API endpoint. I'm just going to copy API endpoint first, and after that I'm just going to paste it here. Then we have the access token. So this is my access token. I'm just going to copy this, and after that I'm going to paste it here. Now, if you have trouble in navigating, all you have to do is just click on API docs and find your access token. We have return instructions also. Just click on save. So when you click on save, we have fields like WhatsApp number, template, broadcast name, and custom parameters. Okay, so let's start with the easy one, the WhatsApp number. Now, this is something that we have thoroughly dealt with because we have created a window just to receive the phone number. So this is the phone number or the WhatsApp number. So we want to bring this particular detail here. Okay, now this is something we have done earlier, that is known as mapping. We click here. Now we don't have the data from the trigger window. So this was the trigger window. Okay, and we don't have the data of the phone number here. So we go to the second accordion. So this is the one, we click here, and this is the phone number and we have mapped it. Now the instruction is very specific. Enter a valid WhatsApp number with country code without the plus sign. Okay, without the plus sign, you have to enter the enter the phone number with the country code. Now I'm working from India and we use 91 and 91 as the country code. So that is why I have added 91. But do not include the plus sign. It is very clear that you should not include the plus sign. So I'm just not going to mention the plus sign. You can just simply ignore it. Okay, so now coming to the most serious part or the most important part, the template. Now here's the thing. Okay, as you have seen earlier, we have selected the action event as send template message. Now, what's the deal with template? Now, here's the thing. We can't directly send the WhatsApp message on WATI. We just can't compose a message and directly send it. We have to other to a template. We have templates. We are going to insert the variables. We are going to compose a message and then we are going to send it as a message on WhatsApp. So we have a template. Okay. So let me just introduce you to the templates. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to click on broadcast and here you will find template messages. So as you can see, these are the templates we have. Okay, these are all the templates we have. Now I have used this particular template, that is course registration. This was the template to send this particular WhatsApp message. Okay, so this is the template. This is basically the template using which we have sent this WhatsApp message. And let me just show you the template. And this is how the template will look. Hi, name, welcome to the company name. And here the variable, that is the name of the person, that was in this case John. Okay, and the second variable was Neeraj Sports School. That is the name of my sports school, came here. And furthermore, we have one more parameter, that is website URL. So this is the one website URL and we have entered three variables: John, the name of the school, and also the link of my course. So using this particular template, we have created this message. Now, if you're interested how we can create a template, all you have to do is just click on this button. Okay, give a name to this template. Okay, select a category. Then, of course, select the language. Of course, most likely you would be working with the English language. Okay, because you are watching this English video. But overall, they do support a ton of languages. And in case if you want to add any kind of headers, and let's go with media type, you can add an image, the video, or the document. You can either upload the media or you can just paste the link. Furthermore, this is how you create the template. So the template would be something like hello, and in two curly brackets we just enter the name. Okay, so here the name will come, this is your age, and here the age will come. Okay, I'm just constructing a very random message. This is your address. This is your residence, two curly brackets, and address. And here we will be adding the variables like the name, age, and the address. So this is how you construct the template. Now, after you have built the template, just make sure that you click on save it as save as draft, and later you just click on submit. So the submission will be sent to Facebook, where it will approve your template. Now, there are cases they may not approve your template, so you have to again send the same template for approval with some changes, of course. Now, as you can see, most of my templates are approved. Okay, so these are the templates that have been approved by Facebook. So my point is, it may take around 30 minutes to even 1 day or 2 days to get your templates approved. So if you have more doubts, you can just explore the video that we have shared as a link in the description box. The video is awesome. It will entertain all your doubts about WATI. Okay, so let's start building our message. So this is the template that we are interested in, course registration. Okay, so this is the template, and what I'm going to do here is the default template, it is showing it as new lead sign up. I'm going to change it as course registration. So these are all the templates that is present in my WATI store. All the templates that is present here is being reflected here. So I'm selecting course registration because using this template we are going to compose the message. Okay, so now we are just going to ignore broadcast name for a while. We are just straight away going into custom parameters. So these are the parameters or the variables we have: name, company name, and then the website URL. So we have three of them: name, company name, and the website URL. So let's start with the first parameter or the first variable, that is the name. So this can be a bit confusing, okay, but don't panic, it's very easy. So I'm just going to copy this code. After that, I'm just going to paste it here. So as you can see, the name of this parameter is color and the value of the color is blue. Okay, the name of this parameter is color, and that is why the value of the color is blue. Now imagine if the name of the parameter is age. The value of the age would be around, let's say 45, 23, or any other numeric up to 100. So imagine this, if the name of the parameter was address, the value would have been the residential address. or the delivery address. So right now we have the parameter as name. Okay, so that is why it is a bit confusing. So I'm just going to remove color and insert name. Okay, the name of the parameter is name, and the value of the name is the name of the guy, that is Lygium. Okay, so this is the name of the guy, that is Lygium. So we have to map this particular detail here. Okay, so I'm just going to remove this. Okay, I'm just going to click here, and we have mapped the name. So easy. Later, what we are going to do here is I'm just going to have this parameter also. We have to construct this parameter. We also have to deal with this parameter and this parameter also, two more. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to enter a comma. Okay. And for this parameter, I'm just once again going to copy this. Okay. We have three parameters, and that is why we will be doing the same step 3 times. So we have the second one. So I'm just going to remove this. This time here, the company will come. The company name will come. So I'm just going to copy all of this. Okay. Afterwards, I'm just going to paste it here. So easy. Now the value of the company name is, I'm going with my own school name, that is Neeraj Sports. Neeraj Sports School. Okay. Later, I'm just going to enter one more comma. And we have one more parameter, that's the website URL. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this. I'm sorry. Let me just copy this. Now, I think you are getting the vibe. Okay, it's so easy. All you have to do is just build this parameters for once, and you have an automation. So I'm just going to copy this. Okay, I'm going to remove this parameter and just going to paste it here, and we have to mention the website URL. So first of all, let me just remove this, and this is the name of the school. So I'm just going to copy this. This is the name of my school, and afterwards I'm just going to paste it here. I think we are ready. Okay, so using these parameters, we will be able to create a message something like this with the help of this template. Okay, so now we have the broadcast name. So what's the deal with the broadcast name? So as you can see, let me just take you back to Vati, and these are the messages that has been sent. So one of them is thank you for subscribing, and one is something like this, Thinkific-Matthew, and we have more broadcast name like Thinkific-Tommy. So basically we can just identify which message was sent to whom. Okay, we can give the name of the platform and then the name where we will be sending the message. So using this, we can just analyze the broadcast statistics of that particular message, where it was failed or stopped or delivered and all those things. That is why I'm planning to give a very unique broadcast name. So Thinkific and dash. And of course, you can give any broadcast name according to your choice. You can give a very static one. For instance, this can be a very static one if I just stop it here. So every time the message will be sent, it will be sent as Thinkific. But I want to give a very unique as well as a dynamic name. So that is why I'm just going to map this particular detail, Thinkific-Lygium. So basically, we can identify that in the broadcast history, this message was sent to Thinkific and Lygium. Okay. I'm sorry, not Thinkific and Lygium, to Lygium. Okay. So we have entered the template, we have mentioned the WhatsApp number, and we have mentioned the broadcast name, and this is the custom parameter. So at this point, all you have to do is just click on save and send test request to send our message. So let me do that. Okay, so as you can see, it is showing the parameters is not correct and the message was not sent. So I think I have messed somewhere. Okay, so as you can see, I forgot to enter the code. Okay, I forgot to or somehow I deleted the code. I think now we are ready. So once again, let me just click on save and send test request. Oh yeah, and we have a positive response. As you can see, the number has been, the message has been sent. Now let me just straight away show you the screenshot of the message that Lygium has received. Okay, so as you can see, this is the screenshot of the message that Lygium has received. And he's just going to read this message, and if he's interested, he's just going to click on the link and explore the course. So the presence of this message confirms that we have a successful integration between Thinkific and WhatsApp messaging platform called as Vati. Now, before you leave, let me just explain you the whole mechanism in a nutshell. So let me just minimize all these windows one by one. Okay, let me just minimize this window. And let me just teach you the whole mechanism in a nutshell. Okay, so basically this is the whole process. First of all, you have integrated Thinkific to Pabbly Connect. And after an enrollment was created, we have received the data of that particular enrollment in Pabbly Connect. But this data had a missing field that was of the phone number. So that is why we have introduced this action window. So to establish our phone number, we have got the phone number. And after receiving the phone number, we have introduced VATI to Pabbly Connect. We have composed a message using a template. And after that, we have sent the message to Lyjam, the person who has enrolled. So now there's a perfect flow of data between Thinkific and VATI. So yeah.
Not just these apps, you can integrate a ton of applications and automate your business with help of Pabbly Connect. If you have any queries, please contact us at admin@pabbly.com. Also, you can ask questions on forum.pabbly.com. Also, if you really like this video, please comment, share and subscribe. It will really motivate us to make more videos for you. Thank you.